Hi, welcome back. Building with Zach here, and today we are building an alcohol stove. So, let's do it. Okay, so the materials we will be needing for this project is a scrap piece of wood, needle nose pliers, scissors, 2 tin cans, a screw or nail, and a penny beef, which is made before 1983. I say that because it will melt if it's not. So, we're going to start by taking a can and basically taking the screw, and we're measuring this line because this is where we're going to cut the can. So basically you just put the screw like that and you just twist the can. And this will make sure you cut a straight line. It's kind of hard to do, but it's good. Okay, so it's done. I don't know if you can see, but you have the line right there. And then I pre-did this can. So basically we won't be needing the wood anymore, I don't think. So now you're gonna cut just a hole into the top of the can. It doesn't really matter because we're not gonna use this upper part. So basically you're just gonna cut about 1/4 of an inch or a 1/2 inch away from our line, and you'll see why I did that in a second. Oh, and also make sure your can is clean because it won't turn out well if it's dirty, so I just rinsed it out with water, that's why it was leaking. Okay, so then after you're done with that, you want to actually cut on the actual line. So, here we go. Make it as neat as you can. Take your time. Mine isn't turning out so well, sadly. I think it will be okay though. I think. Okay, so that's pretty jagged. It shouldn't be jagged, but that piece we won't need, and then we're gonna do it to our other can. I'm going to go about a 1/2 inch away this time, see if it makes my cuts neater. Okay, and then we'll go down. Be careful because this metal is quite sharp, but I'm not touching any of the edges, so should be good, but still be careful. So again, take your time on the cuts, and there we go. So now we have both of these, and we're gonna want to flip them over, and we're gonna want to punch 3 holes in, or actually, sorry, 5 holes in the top. Oh, sorry, that's also what we'll be needing our wood for. So basically, you want the middle hole to be bigger, and so there's our biggest hole, and then we're going to want to make 5 or 4 other smaller holes, and make sure they fit in the radius of the penny. And what the penny will do is, since this will create pressure, if the pressure gets too high, instead of blowing everything apart, the penny will just pop off and release the pressure. So next, we're going to want to put a hole here, 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 and basically fill in. So you'll watch me do that. And you don't want the holes too big. See, like that one's a little bit too small. Shoot, that's still too small. And then we're gonna do that until, wait a second. It turns out like this. So you'll have the 5 in the middle, and then you'll have holes all the way around the outside. Sorry, I messed up big time. You're supposed to put the holes in before you cut the can because it'll bend down like that. So, oh, actually, that may be okay. But yeah, I wouldn't do that because these edges are sharp, but I'm fine. Okay. Shoot. Okay, so we'll keep on going, maybe. So in between you're gonna want to put one, and then put another. And basically you're just gonna keep on going halfway in between. And then you're gonna do that again in the bigger spots because this isn't too neat. Maybe one there. And one there. I think this is beyond salvaging, so I'm gonna go make another. So I'll get back with you when I'm done with that. Okay, so I got back and I did these holes and then cut out another since that one didn't work that well, as you saw. So basically this is the stove and the gas is gonna come out of here. Then this is where the rubbing alcohol will be. So basically you want to shove this into the cup. So it takes a while. Be careful not to cut yourself. There we go. You want to put it in and then just tap it gently. So there we go. And then see, it's basically one piece now. Then if you wanted to, you could solder that, but I don't need to. And what the pliers were for is to bend the edges down, but I didn't need that since I just shoved it in. And so now we're ready to test this out. Oh wait, I forgot. We'll need the penny to go right there. So as I told you, if the pressure builds up, this penny will just move off and release the pressure. And so yeah. Okay, I'll go in and explain why we need a penny that was made before 1983. And why is because back then the pennies were mostly copper and less zinc. Nowadays they're like 99.2% zinc and 0.8% copper, and zinc will melt, so that's why you need a copper penny, which won't melt. So I'll go get some rubbing alcohol and demonstrate this. Okay, I also forgot you'll also need rubbing alcohol and a lighter if you want it to work. So I have 70% alcohol. What's better is 91% because it burns better, but here's how you fill it up. So you take the penny off, then you just kind of pour it in. Then it's okay if you spill some out, because basically this will prime the system and you want it to be primed because then it'll light. And I don't think you'll need to prime it every time, but, and basically you tell when it's full by the weight. So, about that. So, then stand back. You'll put the penny on and then fill it up. Okay. So then stand back and light it. If it'll light. Okay, that's going. So it's kind of light out, so you can't really see it. But okay. So those holes should be lighting up. I did some research and I heard it does take a little while. I don't know if it should take this long. I'll be back when it lights. Okay, so I went in my garage because there's no wind, so we're going to try this again. Okay. There we go. So, and then if you look over there, safety is number one priority, just in case. So this looks a little bit better. And then, so, gonna wait for it to light. Nope, not lit yet. And by the way, I'd use heat, not like the fuel heat. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's like I think it's like a fuel cleaner or something. I'm not exactly sure, but that works way better than rubbing alcohol. And what's also better than rubbing alcohol that you can get pretty cheap is denatured alcohol, and that works pretty good. Shoot, I don't know why this isn't lighting. Should have lit by now. This flame is just the rubbing alcohol burning, so. Well, I'm sad. Should have lit by now. Oh! Nope, hasn't lit yet. Okay, I'll get back with you when it lights. Okay, so it just lit. I think it was actually lit the whole time, just this flame from the bottom was so big that we couldn't see it. There's still wind, so that's why it's not coming out of all of the holes and it's not lighting too well. That's why I'd recommend using heat, and close call, by the way. When we lit this, well, the penny was stuck on the hole, and I don't know why it was, but so basically the pressure built up, and this is starting to come up, and it was almost going to explode. Oh, there we go. Look at how good that is. It's nice. So obviously that's my biggest hole. I actually messed up right there. But it's making the biggest flame. So that's pretty cool. And actually, you may want to keep the penny off. Because look, when you put the penny on, the flames die down. But when you take the penny off, flame goes higher. Because it's letting air in. So actually, I think there's actually a fire inside. Which I don't think is that big of a deal. But look at that, all the holes have lit. So what I'm going to try to do is melt some wax. So here's the wax. So you can just set it on like that. This kind of looks like poop, but I promise you it's not. It's wax. May want to hold it up a little. Maybe I'll make a stand in the next video for this. Yeah, works nice. Look at how good that's burning. It's really nice. It hasn't started to melt yet, but Oh, yeah, it has. Look at this. Look at how cool. Look, it spins. It's funny. So it's definitely hot enough. And if it spills, big deal, because it's a DIY stove. If it gets messed up, you just throw it out and make a new one. If I didn't make that mess up, it took me 5 minutes. So it was pretty good, but since I was filming it also, it took me a little longer. So yeah, this is going really nicely. Like, look at that flame. I would not recommend using gasoline in this. Haven't tried it, don't want to try it. It may go kablamo. But so yeah, this is a really sweet camping stove. I mean, it works great. Or if the power goes out, this would be nice. Tornado, really anything. Look at all the wax. So, this is pretty sweet. In the next video, I will be demonstrating this. So in case you haven't realized, so basically, with all my videos, I'm going to make a video, and then there will be a video right after that of me demonstrating it. So this is just a little demonstration. So, bye, see you in the next video.